Hey everybody, it's Kulipup here again, and this lesson we are going to, let me change that there just so we can see this. We are going to go through grounding. It is something, especially if you're new to the world of spirituality and everything like that, grounding is something you're going to hear all the time, where everybody's just like, hey, did you ground yourself today? Oh, you got to ground yourself from negative energies. You got to ground yourself to get a clear connection. You got to ground yourself, ground yourself, ground yourself. And I know that for some people that could be like, what does that mean? Or I've tried to ground myself, but I don't know if it's working. I don't know what's happening. And so hopefully this video will give you a little bit more clarity. Now I'm going to go off some notes. So I'm going to again try to keep this video short as I can make it, but you know, I've given up. Expect like 30 minutes, I swear. If I get it done in under 30 minutes, I did a good job for Kulipup. Okay, so grounding. What are you actually doing when you are grounding? Now, grounding is when you are using the love, energy, or frequency of the earth and the universe to help you balance out your own energy. So when you are hearing people saying grounding, or if you have been trying to ground yourself, it is so that you can find balance within your chakras, also known as your chakra energy, also known as your kundalini or your chi. So why do people ground? And I'm going to read off my list here. People ground because it brings life into the material. So meaning that that energy that you're taking from grounding, it can materialize. You can manifest using that energy. And especially if it's going through your body, you can have a sense of healing, and that extra energy can be put towards healing your body. Finding, again, balance within your cells and your organs and everything like that. So it can be used as physical energy in this world. Increases your balance and stability in our physical and emotional states as well. So again, if you're feeling like you're up, down, and here, there, and everywhere, you would ground yourself to find balance. So your emotions aren't roller coastering as well. Because again, the love frequency is automatic balance. So again, if you're drawing that in from the world or from the earth, you are having a little like, oh, or put it this way, you know how people use crystals? They use crystals in order to feel the vibration of that crystal so that they can start to resonate with the vibration that they're getting, so that their bodies can vibrate the same way. You're doing exactly the same thing, except for you're tuning into the earth's vibration, which is the love frequency vibration. So again, for balance. Grounding also helps people bring acceptance, and understanding, and to fulfill their purpose in life as well. So giving you that kind of, because when you're balanced, you got to get a focus of the bigger picture and what we're here for, what life is all about, and how you can act accordingly. Grounding does bring strength to people because it's that energy boost. Again, not only are you balanced, but you have extra energy. It also, of course, grounding helps bridge the gap between the veil and the material world, or spirit and the ethereal and the material world as well. So it can help with that connection. Now, it also is an outlet for making the release of energy easier. The release of energy easier. So again, making that release of energy easier. So again, provides an outlet to channel the energy going through your body back out as well. So if you're finding that you've got a lot of energy, it can flow through the ground and back. Okay. Think of the Infinity Stone in the Guardians of the Galaxy. If you remember when Finn picked up the Infinity Stone at the end and just like, ah! And then he took Gamora's hand, and then she was just like, ah! And then they took the little raccoon ones and the tree, whoever they were in there, and they shared the balance of energy. So that's basically what you're doing when you are grounding on the physical. You are having too much energy processed back through the ground and come back up to you. So making it easier. And grounding also allows for the attainment of higher spiritual enlightenment as well. Now, that's the reason why people ground. So let's go into the two different kinds of ways, or what, you know, in terms of how you can ground. Now, grounding, there's two. First way is through visualization. Now, these are where people are visualizing. They may say, visualize yourself with your back against a tree. And the tree's roots are so deep, and it's this big, beautiful tree. Now, trees hold a lot of the earth's energy. They're here for a really long time. They're super strong. So hugging a tree is a way that you can absorb energy, or love energy, or the frequency of the earth. So that's why a lot of people say, hey, visualize a tree. Because through your visualization, you are putting your focus on this love energy and this love frequency. So that is one way. So people visualize themselves kind of hugging a tree or being with a tree. Another way is when people say visualize the light that is going from the base of your feet that goes way down deep into the earth. And then there's also going to be a light coming up from your crown going way off into space or way off into the heavens. Now, that kind of visualization is, again, you tapping your energies into the earth through your will and through your intent, because that's what visualization is. You are physically creating or directing the energy, your energy, via visualization, telling your energy where to go through your third eye and through your mind's eye. Now, that is the normal visualizations. Grounding in the physical, though, is when you are placing your feet without shoes in the earth as well. Or you are physically going out and hugging a tree. Your physical body is touching something of the earth in order to channel and absorb the energy going through. Again, think of the infinity stone thing. The energy comes through you and goes back out to them and then comes back to you. It's like this nice little circuit that's going on. Now, so that's how people are grounding on a physical level. Now, so when I say put your feet on the earth, so that means you could be walking barefoot, but it also means just putting your feet in some sort of earth. If you are in a place that does not really, has a lot of concrete, doesn't really work on concrete. So what I would do, or if you're in a cold area, or what I do during winter, or what I did during winter when I did need to ground. I don't need to ground anymore. My energy's too high. I just suck up all the energy and then I don't feel anything. So what I would do is I would go to the beach. So during the summer, I'd go to the beach. I'd fill up like a tray, a bucket full of sand. And then when I'd come home, I'd put all the sand in a bucket. And then I'd stick my feet in that sand while it's snowing outside for 30 minutes. And that would be my daily grounding. So what is it that you're actually... You know, when you're grounding physically, let me explain this a little bit better now and a little bit more deeper. So I've went through, it's drawing in the love energy. Okay, that's what grounding actually is. But really what it is a higher amount of energy flowing through you. That's why so many people, when they want to ground against negative entities, or negative energy, when you have enough energy within your vessel, your energy physically propels away any negative energy. So that's why if you're grounding for the sake of protection from negative energy, it's because you are borrowing. It's like walking around with that little cell phone recharger battery pack thing that you can just plug into your cell phone when you need extra energy. Here's the thing though. You don't need to ground if you simply produce the amount of energy required from within. You physically won't need to ground at all if you are producing your own energy. You will not have to borrow the energy from the earth. You will, and because a lot of people, they abuse it. They take the energy from Mother Earth and they don't return it. They just take it. And they use it on their own self. And they don't return it back. And that's one reason why Earth was dying. Now, don't get me wrong. There have been things put in place to return the energy to the earth. And so she is now on the path of healing and being better and getting the energy that she needs in order to heal. But still, we have been very, very wasteful of Mother Earth's energy. We take her energy to ground and we do not give it back. So, but anyway, how do you get yourself onto permanently grounding yourself without you having to do anything, without you having to do visualization, without you having to physically put your feet in the ground? It's simple. And I'm going to say it again. Do the inner work. When you do inner work, you no longer have to borrow energy from the earth. You simply produce your own energy to keep away all negativity. The majority of the world, of mankind's energy, like if you want to think of your body as a battery pack, okay? The majority of the world's energy is only, or of mankind's energy, is only 30 to 40% full. So that means they are lacking anywhere from 70 to 60% of their energy. So they are the ones that are going out and taking the energy from the earth, rather than simply clearing out all the negativity within them and producing their own energy in order so that they don't have to take it from the earth. Okay, so if you think your battery pack is only 30 to 40% full, all you need to do is get it to 50% or above. And that's going to start you off on your journey where you won't really have to ground anymore. You don't have to do the visualizations. Now, in order to do this, now don't get me wrong, after you get to 50% or more, definitely grounding and or putting your feet in the sand in the earth is going to be a great way for you to take in more energy, to kind of fill your battery up, recharge your battery a little bit slow. Well, it's slower, but you can get that help. However, the thing is, you are actively increasing your own personal energy. So eventually you will stop taking. You will stop taking when you no longer need it. And then you can start producing more and sending more energy back into the world. So although you'd still be taking it for the time being, it's only temporary until you can give it back. And you're not going to be there all the time, continually taking without being able to give back. So during this time, whilst you are increasing your own personal energy, yes, ground. Do some visualization. When you get over the 50% mark on your battery there, and please, by all means, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I have a playlist on personal energy consumption. I definitely recommend you watch it because I explain a lot more in detail about that. But literally, you can then just charge up your battery so that you can then self-generate and you don't have to do the grounding anymore. Normally that happens, you start to really self-generate your own energy when you hit frequency level 11 and above. 10 and below, you still need to have a little help in terms of your generation. But after 11, you're pretty much good as well. So physical frequency level 11, that's where you want to be. And so again, doing the inner work, what that's going to do is it clears out all of the negative, the source of the negative emotions that keep your battery, keep your body or your energy battery low in the 30s and the 40s. Once all that negative energy is cleared out and you've hit it from the root, from the source of the negativity, and you've just taken it out, then you have room to increase the energy in your battery pack. But again, you can't do it if you're not doing the inner work. If you don't do the inner work, you will simply stay in this cycle of constantly having to ground yourself, to defend yourself from negative energies, from negative things, when really, if you would simply just look inside yourself to stop the negativity from forming from the inside, you would then not have to worry about any of the negativity from the outside because it wouldn't be able to touch you in the first place. All right? Okay. Okay, well, that is it from me. 15 minutes. I did well. All right.